You know,
You didn't feel weird? You didn't gag or anything? Like
no, because
your brain didn't recognize that
I
you're
had
eating bugs?
eaten a worm before that. So
What the fuck is going on right now, nigga? What the hell's what?
So the worm thing was a different
Fried
time.
worm?
No. This was just a worm.
Live worm?
Yeah.
You ate a live worm? How old are you? Was it a clean worm or a worm you found on the ground?
They were collected. Like, so this was a birthday party.
Shit. That's Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 15. What a beautiful, nice number we're at. It's episode 15, right? Thank you. you know better. He didn't speak because he hasn't been introduced yet, but let's get that formality out of the way, why don't we? First of all, how are you, beautiful people? Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you've had a lovely week. We are here in the studio, and by we, I mean me and the man in the producer chair, the guy, the man in the sky, the voice of God in the studio, Pan, aka Thoth, aka Tahuti, all the way back from Cincinnati to Hootie, up at bat, it's Dante. I like it, bro. How you living?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right. If anybody's wondering where Dante is, he forgot his camera this week. So
I forgot the charger this time.
Nigga, you forgot a thing.
I have the camera.
You know what? Why don't I just buy a spare one for the studio?
A spare charger?
Yeah, I mean, what are they, like a USB-C?
Yeah, it's just a micro USB.
Micro USB?
Yeah.
Say it like that.
Micro USB.
There it is. There it is. Starting to show off some weird energy. No, I'm not on Hash this week. What was I on last week?
Hash.
Was it that last week? No, I feel like that was the week before.
No.
I was definitely, something happened last week.
No, it was last week.
What? You sure? I feel like last week wasn't Hash
What week is this?
I feel like, yeah, I know. It would normally be the 15th week of the month, but I skipped we started this late. So I think we'd actually be like a month further down the line. But I think the season started late this year. I don't even know if we're gonna go 50 episodes this season. I haven't decided, honestly. You can say words, nigga. You don't.
Well, I'm waiting for you to. You're still talking.
There he is.
Diatribe.
Snap back, nigga. Yeah. All right. I don't want it to just be me verbally beating you up, because then, like, if we start to pick up steam, people are gonna think I'm a bully.
No.
They'll be right, but you know.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even gonna say it.
Say it, nigga. Say it. What you...
No, it's like the immovable object versus the
unstoppable. Yeah. Wait, no. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
No, unstoppable force.
Force meets an immovable object.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure me and you just said the same thing.
No.
times.
You said unstoppable.
Damn, I wish we had instant replay. Damn. I almost want to put $5 on this.
Okay,
yo, we're gonna play this shit back.
Comment down below.
Comment down below that I'm an idiot, because you're probably right. I did take mushrooms today. That was fun. When's the last time you did mushrooms?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
It was a micro.
Okay, fair enough. yeah, I don't. It's been a while since I've done a nice proper dose. I didn't go deep, but once again, man, I don't know. I don't know. I think all these books that I'm reading and all these techniques I'm picking up are enhancing my experiences. My enhancement experiences are being enhanced.
Okay.
I'm getting double enhancement. It's like I'm taking smaller dosages and through certain techniques and breathing patterns and visualization techniques and whatnots.
Practices.
Yeah, literally, bro. I'm increasing the potency. It feels like
Yeah. In the medical field, they call this high yield.
low dosage, high yield.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's feeling like that.
Yeah.
I think my eyes were open to this first. I remember telling you this. I've told a few people about it. Like my 0.5, I did 0.5 one day, but it was like something.
It didn't feel like I remember that. Yeah.
Like the visual trip. I wasn't on this planet. It felt like a 10-gram trip off of a 0.5 trip. And that was accidental, bro. I got there. I didn't plan to do that. I was sitting on the couch playing video games, dog. I'm gonna take a 0.5 and just chill out today. I did not chill out. I did not chill out. All like I did. It was one of the most beautiful, profound moments of my adult life. 100%. It's just that's not what I was expecting or would have ever expected off of 0.5. And now I'm realizing it's like, well, the deeper I go into this knowledge hole and technique. The whole, I guess. That sounds weird, but whatever.
It's a practice. You deepen your understanding.
It's a practice of self. It's a knowledge of self. It's like the more I become in tune with myself, just the more I get out of life.
Yeah.
And so I'm realizing, whereas before I would have thought, put a fucking like multiple grams in you.
Yeah.
Now I'm realizing it's like I can put a quarter into this slot machine and get $1 million back.
So let's tie this back in because
all right.
Before we recorded, we're watching the memories.
Yeah.
Right. From Tears of the Kingdom.
Some Zelda talk. Damn, nigga, I wasn't gonna talk about Zelda this week. Shit. All right. We're getting into it
because remember Ganon's first approach.
Wait, is this about the new game?
Yeah, well,
you're gonna have to you're gonna have to do spoiler tags and shit.
Okay, spoiler alert.
If you're gonna
I don't know if this is a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
But remember, because you're showing me the cutscenes.
That's gonna be a spoiler for sure.
Okay,
just in case.
Okay,
if you are playing the new Zelda game and you give a fuck about that shit, like tune out for 30 seconds. Jump ahead for 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So because Ganon's first approach was to just brute force it.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that'd be you taking 10 G's talking about, all right, let's go deep. But then Ganon comes back, he's like, yo, I got finesse. I'm gonna throw this dagger. And then no spoilers.
Yo. I know what you're.
And he was a million times more effective.
But you realize that it wasn't like, bro, I'm not even. Like Ganon needed that shit. That Ganon needed a tier to get to his highest state. You know what I mean? He needed like something outside of himself. Whereas you,
no, because he wanted to get the tier at first, but he couldn't get it because he tried to brute force it.
Yeah,
right? Because he sent.
Oh, okay, and then he stealthed his way into it.
And then the second time he stealthed his way in through. Because he was pretending to be the. I'll try not.
I know, yeah, no, you know what I mean. Yeah. You know what? I fucks with that.
So now you know your practices and your techniques, so you don't even have to brute force it no more. You can just backdoor and somehow,
There's a new character in the Zelda mythos that I think I resonate with more, and that's definitely Rauru. I'm like, yo, fuck a tear, nigga. I got the eye on my forehead. I don't need this. I don't need this. And I'm being so vague that even if you're trying to figure out what we're talking about, you're not playing the game, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And if you don't care about video games, you're like, these nerd-ass niggas. These nerd-ass niggas. I thought this was a podcast for comedy shit. Well, guess what, nigga? My show got canceled yesterday, so I... like last minute, bro. Yeah, I guess the venue had a short staff. I'm going to wager a guess and say maybe... not enough tickets sold Because I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to just fucking speculate and all that shit. I have another show coming up with the promoter, and I look forward to that. All the other shows I've done with them have been bangers, so I don't see why, like, it most likely was just staff shortage, which is fucked up because, like, how are you a big ass venue? Not on him. This is the venue. I got a show tonight, but can't recap that show because it hasn't happened yet. So I'm just recapping that I did mushrooms earlier today. You know what I'm saying? And then
you're recapping.
Ooh. Bruh, I swear to God, I'm gonna fight you. This wink and the gun shit is all right. It's a
but
thing.
that was clean. Come on.
I give it to you, but you're not allowed to do that without camera because then I'm just gonna walk off my camera. They're just gonna hear punching sounds.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get no context because it's just like where Zeus walked off camera, and then I think we didn't hear Dante for 30 minutes. Yeah. Let me ask you, what was your recap like? What's your week been like? You got anything new, exciting, major, anything comedy related even pop up in your world or
anything comedy? Well, there's an open mic. So
you did an open mic?
I'm going to. Like there's
you
one.
You can't recap that, nigga.
No,
but wait a second. Okay.
Came across my feed this week.
Okay.
It's something new.
Local or are you going out to?
I think it's in Hamilton.
It's in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's gonna be hitting the mics.
Yeah.
You thinking you're getting back in it? Or in it?
Yeah.
Did you like you've done one set?
I've done 3 so far.
You've done 3 sets.
Yeah.
What's the time between them?
Few months in between all of them.
A few months in between all of them? Yeah. Yo, bro, I did two sets and then I didn't go back. Like I did 2 sets and then knew that I wanted to do comedy forever. But I still like circumstances in my life kept me from being able to go back for months, bro. Yeah. I was just itching.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. So
Mike Z was acting up.
Like I got like I totally get it. But like I knew immediately I'm like, I'm locked in. And I think once I don't even count those 2 sets. You know what I mean? Because if I did, then I'd actually be in the game longer. But like, what's 2 sets and then fucking a bunch of time in between?
Well, that's kind of how I'm feeling too. Because it's like, okay, I've done 3 sets, but there's like a couple months in between. So it's like, even if I did a set and then I took
you've done multiple sets and you're going back.
Yeah,
you're a part timer, but like you're in it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean. I
sorry, 4 sets.
Okay,
it's 4 sets. I did one this year.
You're even undercutting yourself, bro. Look at that. But I personally don't feel like it for me. That's hilarious. No, I definitely didn't. I have my second set filmed.
Mine's filmed too.
Yeah.
Not the second one. The first one's filmed, and the 4th one.
And have you tried watching it back?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like in the moment,
how does it make you feel?
It feels good. Like
it feels good, really? Like, don't lie to me, nigga.
Like, what do you mean? Like
you cringe?
No.
Is it hard to watch yourself?
No, I'm used to it because I'm.
Fair enough. You're already in the media game.
Yeah,
you've been looking at yourself on camera for a while.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so good, but I'm like, for my 4th time, it's like, it's not terrible. You know what I mean?
I wasn't able to watch or listen to myself forever.
Yeah.
I would force myself to listen. I think that's what got through for me was that I just put the camera down and I have like an audio recording of every set for like 6-7 years in a row.
So instead of video, you just
and then I eventually started going back to video when I felt like I actually had something worth putting on camera.
Yeah.
But it was so hard to digest. Now I'm able, and then I hit a point where I got good, and I just couldn't even go back to that. And now I'm at a point where I can go back and just laugh and like it's something. Look at this awful mess.
Well, and this is because like I said, I know it's not good material. You know what I mean? Like it's beginner stuff. It's starter. It's level 1 Pokemon moves and stuff, but it's like
so good.
You know,
you're such a nerd, nigga.
I gotta speak in my parables.
Yeah, you get that's your Jesus parables of Pokemon. That's hilarious. I gotta speak in my parables. That's so good. Got all crass like.
But I will say it. I do want to just do it more and just get better at it. Like I want to improve.
Yeah.
Like there are some things that I know that like from the first time I did, it's okay, for next time, let me improve on this. But because the first time was so different from the second time, like the second time wasn't even on a stage. It was kind of, do you know Hamilton Anthony from Hamilton Vape?
Yeah.
It was at that venue, so it was just like, no stage, no.
I ran shows out of there for a bit, but it was a hot room.
It's very hot.
Yeah, it definitely got hot.
Yeah.
Once those tables get filled, bro, it's
well, so
but it's like a built stage, bro. Like I don't know. Like comedy stage is a comedy stage. I don't even necessarily think you need brick walls and an actual elevated platform. It's like you just need some sort of backdrop.
Yes, but I mean, like,
did you even have that?
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it was just like Beanie was just there behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
shout outs to Beanie.
Shout outs to
DJ
Beanie.
extraordinaire.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
DJ Beanie Bop. You could check him out on social media and all that.
But yeah, so it's just like there. There's only like a handful of people, but I still went up and I still, bro, it was crazy because I only have like 5 minutes, right? And then so I tell the dude that's putting me on the show, I'm like, okay, I only have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I do my 5 minutes. Dude's like, next performer didn't show up. Do another 5 minutes.
On mic? He said this live?
He just came up to the front of where I was performing. He's just like, you gotta do another 5. I was like,
well, no, you don't. I'm like, that's
I
did my
pulled it
time,
out
bro.
of my derriere.
You did it? Good for you, bro.
Just like someone yelled something out, and I just
you improv it, nigga. Oh, that's hilarious.
I had nothing else to do.
And I'm gonna need an occupation and a color and a shape. And someone's like, chef, a circle, blue.
I tried my best.
It's just you juggling chef, circle, blue for fucking 5 minutes. I will say though, before I ever did comedy, I did improv for about 5-6 months before I hopped on a comedy stage.
Okay.
And I will say, obviously my first set wasn't good, but it wasn't bad, and I was riffing, and like it wasn't awkward. Yeah. So I credit, as much as I don't like improv, I see the value in all of it. You know what I mean? And I think a comedian would highly benefit from having some of those other stage performance skills.
Yeah.
Going into comedy as opposed to just going into comedy and figuring it all out.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, improv literally made me comfortable getting in a random environment and just interacting with whoever was there. Yeah. So on my first set, you hear me like I'm riffing with the crowd. Yeah. And my riffs are better than the jokes because my jokes are fucking high convoluted bullshit. Yeah. Which actually, funnily enough, is like some of my best jokes now are based off of premises and ideas and straight up jokes that I've polished and brought up to my level now. But I knew what I wanted to talk about going into comedy. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing, bro. Like you really do know what you want to say, you just don't know how to say it. Yeah. And then it's like learning to walk all over again, you know? It's like I'm a fucking baby. I thought I've been speaking my whole life. I've been making, and that's the thing, bro. It's like, yeah, you can make people laugh like in an office environment or in a school environment or whatever, but get up on a stage where it's drunk people, high people, just depressed people, happy people, and then in darkness, and then a spotlight on you.
That was the trippiest thing because it's all the light is on you, right?
Yeah.
Because before you go up there, you don't know what it's like. So like the first time I get up there, I'm like, oh, it's
blinding.
It's so blinding.
And depending on what room you're doing, it's literally blinding. Some people's lights, bro. Like, come on, bro. I'm not gonna name names, but like, just come on, bro. Help us. Help us help you, bro. Just get us lights that don't like beaming, bro. Like,
I like it.
But
how it
some environments you just have like it's the only light you can get.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like there's a weird adjustment. It's like, as much as I don't see the crowd, I see the crowd. Yeah. It's like almost sonar.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say because I couldn't see the crowd.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was so blinding. It's like you can't, it's just black. You know what I mean? But then it's like you kind of know that they're there because you can hear them. Like
and you get like the first couple rows and shit. But like, I don't know. I literally am kind of nocturnal. Like I can see pretty decent in the dark.
Yeah.
As blinding as it, I think the thing is you want that clarity, or I think most comics would want like visual clarity
to be able to see.
No. Like you want it dark. I'm not saying you want the room to be lit, because fuck that. Comedy doesn't work with the crowd lit.
Yeah,
crowd needs to be in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But what would happen from having more visual clarity on the crowd is like better opportunities for riffing, just more room awareness.
Yes. Okay. So
if you can actually see what's happening, you're more aware of what's happening, and then you can create. If you're a really good comic, you can create a really funny, unique experience to the room.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the bread and butter really starts to come in. That's when comics really start to shine, is when you get past the material thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at this point, bro, like I looked at it as a bag of tricks.
Okay.
Each joke that becomes polished, like you have it, like once a joke lands and you know it lands, is boring to me. Because I'm like, okay, this works and I know it works.
Yeah.
Put it in the back. Unless I have specific, like I'll still bring them out, because no joke is ever truly complete.
Yes.
But like an artist, you do have to say, I'm done with this piece.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and like this is as polished as I want to make this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you could sit there on a painting until you die.
Forever, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what the fuck is that? It's like I want to keep creating. But even then, sometimes you just get bored, or sometimes you like I just challenge myself. And now I have accumulated 12 years worth of tricks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's a supreme comfort in that.
Yeah.
Which I also try and shake up, because I don't want to live in comfort.
Yes.
I want to just be. I want to be just as much on my toes as the audience. So I've even stopped. I've stopped set listing going up on stage.
Yeah.
I know the jokes that are in my rotation. I have a rotation of stuff, and I have new stuff that I'm working on. Like it's all compartmentalized.
Yeah.
But because I just know my shit in and out, and this is literally breathing, it's second nature to me now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is prep? I don't like what is prep work. I'm in it.
You don't have to prep to go for
exactly, and it's not even it's not even a switch anymore. Before I used to be like, you go on stage and you flick a switch, or you crank it up to 11.
Yeah.
It's like, no, bro, you just
walk in,
you ride that wave, bro. It was like my energy is naturally gonna go up the second I walk into a show environment.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be like, oh, I'm going to a show, let's fucking mentally prepping on it. No, nigga, it's like I'm where I am at that moment, as I am in that moment, and then when I get to wherever I get to, it also. And sometimes I even like Nubian. I'll be excited all day, like I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. It's like there's just that level of like intensity that gets heightened with certain shows, or just with shows in general. And that's like I'm in a fun part of the process that just doesn't end. So it's like I'm just in this part of the process now. Yeah. I don't even know what the next part is, because I haven't been there before. It was like every time you think you know something, is like you realize very quickly you know nothing, and that's such a beautiful moment to be in. Because like, okay, I just climbed Mount Everest, and then you turn around and it's like, well, shit, there's actually another mountain peak over there. Let's go climb that motherfucker. And you turn around and like, oh shit, there's another mountain peak over there. Let's go climb that motherfucker. And it might sound daunting, or like I guess to some people that is fucking, holy shit, bro, when does it end? But that's life, bro. It ends when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like we got to keep moving anyways. Why would I want to continue moving to some fucking minimum wage, go nowhere shit where I'm miserable?
Yeah.
As opposed to just taking a chance on myself, and you're gonna keep moving either way, bro. And I think, wow, we really found some shit to recap on. Eh? We really found a way to bring comedy into the podcast. That is great. I thought we were gonna lose it there for a second, getting into Zelda. But let's get into this week's poll results. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the podcast, first of all, welcome, love you. If you are recurring, love you, welcome back. This is a weekly recurring segment on the podcast called Poll Results. And if you're unfamiliar, every Monday on my Instagram social media feed, if you don't know what that is, it's AKA Black Zeus, AKA BLACKZEUS. It also scrolls at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on YouTube every couple of minutes. Every Monday, I post an interactive poll question. I leave it up for 24 hours. The beautiful people of this podcast and my followers, all that good stuff, they interact with it, and then we discuss the results here. Wow, that was a earful, man. Wow, I could have shortened that so much, but whatever, man. Yeah. That's the poll results. This is this week's poll results. The question this week was, do you eat out more than you cook at home? Question mark. The options were I be chefing or what's home cooking. Now, Dante, I feel like I know your answer, but I don't want to judge a book by its cover.
Well, I took that personally.
But I just know your life situation.
Yeah. That's why it's funny.
All right. I almost got a spit take out of
that. What is home cooking?
Yeah. What is home cooking?
Yeah.
What's the last dish you made for yourself?
I mean,
what's the last home cooked meal you had?
Okay, but they're all like BS meals, It's like
it doesn't matter. What's the last home cooked meal you had?
Air fryer chicken with some fries.
Some fries?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I made
bag fries, or are you like cutting up potatoes?
No, bag fries. I'm not cutting up potatoes.
All right.
What is chefing? I just
What is chefing?
Patties I'll do. Jamaican patties.
Okay. So you're buying box patties and shit,
yeah.
Throw them in the freezer. All right. What's the best dish you can make?
Chicken teriyaki.
Chicken teriyaki. I'm so happy you didn't say fucking like some basic chicken Alfredo. Everybody says chicken Alfredo. Chicken teriyaki is a little more technical. You use a wok. You bust out a wok.
Yeah.
You bust out the wok. Okay.
I'm not.
Bonus points.
I bust out the wok. I mean, if there's a wok to be bust out on, like when I'm at home.
There's a sentence you will never hear on a Gordon Ramsay show right there. I swear to right. If there's a wok, I gotta bust out on. Like, I don't even know how to do it in his voice. If there's a wok to be bust out on, I'm gonna bust it out.
No, right. For everyone at home, bust out your woks.
Fucking hell. I've been watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay lately. I don't know. Yeah, like it's easy. It's like easy listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like when I'm cooking and shit, I usually throw something on in the background. And why not put on a cooking show?
Yeah,
it's not even really. It's I like his reality shows.
Yeah,
like the food stars and shit. You ever watch his UK ones?
No.
Any version, Gordon Ramsay.
I don't watch no Food Network.
I don't watch. It's all online. I'm not fucking.
No cooking
shows.
I
don't got no cable like that. It's like all on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
But every version of a Gordon Ramsay show that exists in America existed first in the UK.
Okay.
And they're infinitely more like funny, bro. Because
I just find that with UK TV.
Yeah, European. I'm not that way. I do not find British humor like I'm not a British Office guy.
Okay.
I'm not what's the really big one? Monty Python. I'm not a Monty Python guy.
Okay. But like cuz like would you say okay, maybe British Office if you compare it to American Office, is that what people do?
Yeah, of course.
Do they compare the British Office to like Big Bang Theory?
Why the fuck would you? What the fuck?
Because like one's an American.
Like you
TV
mean an
show.
American made? I think anything American. First of all, the good American shows usually come from the UK. I like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
The most garbage of garbage shit that could only have been produced from North America.
Okay.
The most garbage of shit. You like Big Bang Theory?
I used to.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that.
No. The thing is, I watched it so
fucking-
much that I saw
Why it was bad?
why it was bad because it's like I learned so much. Like,
Did you ever watch it without the laugh tracks?
No, but I didn't need to because
Damn, you never even did that.
because
I think once I saw that, it was.
But the thing is, when I got to the point where I understood what they were doing with the laugh track, even in my mind, I can just hear it without it. Even without not hearing it,
Yeah.
it's like they can be there, they could not be there. It's just like I know what that is.
TV's already dead, but I mean, there's something about TV with live studio audience that just worked, you know? Because you get the natural laugh track
Yes.
versus fucking. Big Bang Theory is just some of the most cringe, garbage comedy.
It was very formulaic, which
like,
is another thing I
fuck
realized.
me, bro. Like I'm cool with nerd comedy and shit, but like it was just bad. Like it was just bad. I'm like, there was not one comedian involved in making of this show. Look at The Simpsons, bro. Simpsons in its heyday was all Harvard graduate fucking nerds. The entire show was packed to the brim with mathematical jokes. Like literally from seasons 1 to 8, it was all fucking super nerds, bro. Like super nerds. And they would hide it in plain sight. Like it was all, like it was jokes that went over my head as a kid.
Okay.
And then as I get older, you start to come into a little bit of math and shit.
A little bit of trigonometry.
Yeah, a little bit of trigonometry, son of a bitch. And you're like, oh my God, this is actually okay. This is like nerd humor, but it works. Yeah. And the thing about The Simpsons is there's no laugh track. Yeah. So no one's forcing you to be like, this is the funny thing, which is not funny at all.
Yeah.
It's like, E equals MC squared. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, when do you niggas get laid? Jesus. And yo, we're getting too sidetracked because somehow we got here from cooking. So you don't cook?
No.
I cook pretty frequently. I cook damn near every day.
Yeah.
Like I'll go days where obviously everybody's like I'm tired or lazy or whatever, or I just want something different. But I've even found a good rhythm of mixing dishes up. Whereas before I used to I would have like 3 to 4. When I first started cooking, you have like 3 to 4 solid dishes that you can make.
Yeah, I'm at one.
When I was living in Toronto with a roommate, when I was living like heart of Toronto with a roommate, I was eating the same fucking like 4 dishes week in, week out. And it didn't get boring because it was just a necessity.
Yeah.
But I'm living a little better now and I don't know. I just like myself. I love myself. Like, so I'm chefing the fuck up. I go to the grocery store all the time. I don't really like frozen stuff or like prepackaged, like boxed up stuff. So I'm usually re-upping on fresh fruits and veggies all the time. And then I try and keep like a rotation of like fish, chicken, beef, veggie.
Yeah.
I haven't done an all veggie day in a while, which I know I need to do. Every once in a while, I just like to do a nice cleanse day. You feel so much cleaner just doing an all vegetarian day. Might even need to do a fast day and do some mushrooms. Because if you want to enhance a mushroom high, just
amplify it.
empty your body of all foods. Let's get to the poll results. This is what the people voted on. Damn, 75% of you. Good for you, yo. 75% of the people said I be chefing and 25% said what's home cooking. Shout outs to the people that are my friends and followers on social media. Salute to you. Way to be actually in the kitchen active, Dante. No, man, I get it. It's not like you're not getting like home cooked like proper meals either. Yeah. It's just you specifically, you won't be chefing as much. Do you have any like what do you think it would take? What do you like to encourage you to
chef?
Yeah.
I mean, food is just not that interesting to me.
Fair enough. Like, but what about like living? I mean, it has to be interesting to you to some extent.
This is the issue that I currently face.
Oh, it's really not. You're like me in high school.
In what way?
I just like ate like one and a half meal a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have like such a high metabolism and like I feel like energy it's like stability, you know?
Okay.
Do you feel like your body like regulates your energy really well?
I think my energy is honestly I don't really know because
do you have consistent energy throughout the day?
Yeah, like
do you have crashes? Do you
No, but this is because I was never like a coffee dude. I was never an energy drink guy. Like pop, yeah, but like it's not really like a crash.
Nigga, what do you mean you don't drink coffee? Every time I see you have a fucking iced coffee in your hand.
That's different.
Even in the winter.
Yeah, but that's different.
What do you mean that's different? That's pure coffee.
That's pure sugar.
Oh, fair enough. All right. So that's false energy right there.
Yeah,
you don't get a crash after you drink one of those?
No, I don't. I don't think I do because I'm still like operating. I still go about my day. I don't feel sluggish.
So you're just not paying attention to your performance level, but you might be dropping in performance level.
But like I'm still doing well. Like I go throughout my whole days.
All right.
I do my job good.
All right, nigga.
Some days I'm hungry, but
you're still a few years younger than me because it's only in the last few years that I've really kicked in like this chef and shit.
Yeah.
Because I started to pay attention to what I was taking in.
Yeah.
But I was still eating out a bunch. I was just eating better.
Yeah.
But then another switch happened to where I was just like, I don't know. I want to be more in control of like my actual meals.
Yeah, and
as opposed to just feeling like I'm always at the whim of, okay, let's go out with my friends, and then I'm just spending money that I don't need to.
Yeah.
Even though like it's not like I'm hurting
Mm-hmm.
at this specific moment in life, but it's like, why? Like I don't need to. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't seem necessary.
And so like I was chefing a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's like just super basic chicken, rice,
Yeah.
potatoes.
Okay.
You know, just basic stuff. Like literally, like
I think my
I could have the
best
same
dish
thing daily.
like flavor wise, it's actually kind of simple. I do more technical dishes, but it would be my salmon. I do a really nice fucking salmon. I think I've mentioned this on the podcast like fucking 8 times throughout the years.
Your salmon?
Yeah, which I got from my ex, and I think I've shouted her out like multiple times because of it. Yeah, this salmon with veggies and rice or mash. But I'll broil the salmon and then I'll sear it so that it actually gets crispy. But I put like real ginger on it when I broil it, so that gets crispy on top, and it's like, and I have a glaze like a honey lemon ginger glaze.
Okay.
Man, I'm getting pretty hungry talking about this shit right now. I'm getting pretty hungry right now. But yeah, that's pretty much this week's poll results.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're following me on social media, Instagram specifically, if you want to get in on those polls. Pause. And yeah, let's close out this week's episode with a nice Dantes Inferno, another weekly segment on this podcast. Once a week, Dante, not necessarily once a week, but every once in a while, Dante will bring to the podcast something in the cultural zeitgeist. I don't know, some fucking weird, goofy, funny, philosophical, crazy, scary, whatever's happening in the real world. He'll bring to the studio. We'll discuss it and see how we feel about it. I'll really get better at these fucking segment introductions. I feel like this is probably the weakest week for segment introductions. I've had really good ones.
Yeah.
This is why we need the machine.
Yeah.
We'll just fucking make generic throws, and then it's poll results, poll results, poll results, poll results.
This Inferno
Yeah.
actually kind of lines up with what we're talking about, because we're talking about food, and you're saying,
Okay.
you know, it costs so much money to go out, so you know you got to save money on your food, right?
Okay.
Especially in today's times,
Yeah.
you know, because this is not a video.
Oh, it's not a video. Okay.
No, this is an article.
Oh,
So-
okay.
so,
classy.
You know,
We're getting classy this week.
yeah, things have been getting, you know, prices been going up on food.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dante reads, ladies.
So this story comes from a lady in Toronto,
Yeah.
and she figured out a way to save money on her grocery bill.
Okay. I feed my daughter crickets for protein. It saves hundreds on my grocery bill. You sick bitch. Oh no. Oh no. See, this is every conspiracy theorist's worst nightmare, because this is the conspiracies coming to life. The cricket future.
Mm.
You know what's crazy is when I was a kid, like teens, yeah, definitely in my teens, I remember like in Europe somewhere, or was it even in Montreal? It might have been local.
Okay.
Somewhere where Europeans hang out or they speak French. Crickets covered in chocolate.
Oh yeah.
You remember this? This was like a fad for a bit.
Yeah. One of my friends, he's from New Brunswick, I think, and he had like crickets covered in like powdered cheese or whatever.
And that and like as far as I know, that became like real products.
Yeah.
It was like a fad for a bit, but then I'm sure you could source it if you want, but then you're a weirdo that likes crickets dipped in chocolate. The conspiracy is that they're getting rid of all the food sources and moving us onto alternate proteins.
Mm.
They've been, science has been revealing how bugs are a great source of protein, super high in protein. I'm like, well, if we're eating bugs, are the elites also eating bugs? Is everybody eating bugs? Because if we're all eating bugs, then we're all eating bugs. But are you trying to get us to eat bugs while you like have a private reserve of like grass-fed steaks?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of what this feels like, because this is strictly an economic solution.
Can you type in real quick? Can you open up a new tab? Type in London, Ontario, alternate protein factory. I don't know if this was a conspiracy thing that someone was just talking to me about, but I heard they opened up a plant in London, and I don't know if this. Okay, scroll down. Just scroll down. Innovative factory turning London crickets into food. This is fucking real. No! Fuck! It's fucking real. Innovative factory turning London crickets into food nets $17 million backing. And here's this douchebag that'll gladly sell you crickets while he's fucking eating steaks, you fuck.
Yeah, he's literally...
He looks so well fed. This guy's in the gym. You think this nigga's eating cricket protein powder, you fucking bitch? I want to see you eat a fucking barrel of crickets, you asshole. If you do that first, then I'll fucking eat one. Maybe. $17 million backing. A London firm turning crickets into food just got multi-million-dollar vote of support from Canadian industry and government, of course. So literally, bro, this is where we are. Like, all the conspiracy shit, you just, like, it used to be a time where you just be like, you're a conspiracy theorist. Now it's one search away from confirming whatever weird rumor shit that you think is like, you just dismiss it. Look how easy that was, bro. You literally brought me
on accident.
You brought me one lady that's feeding crickets, and I'm like, yo, I heard this. Is this real? We look it up, and it's like, boom, they already got a factory. So I start to look at this then, an article like this, as propaganda to get people to
get you ready,
get ready
to start eating crickets. Cleanse your palate.
I wasn't even in the fucking conspiracy tinfoil hat lane when you showed me this shit. I just said one thing and boom, it's fucking now it's fuck.
Yeah,
London, Ontario is down the street, bro. I hope someone burns that factory. It's not gonna be me, and I'm not inciting violence. I don't do that. This is a comedy podcast. We just make jokes. If anybody does that, it wasn't me, and I don't condone it. But for real though, how do you feel about the cricket shit? Have you ever had bugs?
I've eaten crickets. I tried the cheese one.
Fried crickets?
Yeah, like
shit?
the cheese one. Like that, my friend.
What did it taste like?
Tastes like a goldfish.
Like cracker?
Yeah, because it was mostly cheese.
So what was the texture?
Bro, it's cheese. Like it's like
no, texture wise, it wasn't fucking soft like cheese. You had crunch to it. No,
okay. So you know, like when you have like the Ritz cracker, like the big ones. You know, the come that in like the 6-pack ones. You know those ones. So that it's not cheese, but that like whatever that powder. That powder.
Yeah. That's
what the crickets were covered in, something like that. So it's like KD cheese.
Okay, I know what they were covered in, nigga. Yeah. What did they taste like? Sorry, I'm so sorry,
it's primarily
I'm so
cheese.
Sorry. You are so good at make, bro. Like I feel like an asshole anytime. I can't be mean to you, dog. You're such an immovable object. You're such an innocent guy. I feel like such a dick. You've done nothing for me to be such a dick.
It tastes like cheese.
But what does it feel like texture-wise?
It's like...
Had a crunch to it?
Yeah, but it's such a thin crunch because it's an exoskeleton.
Does it just kind of disappear?
Yeah, so just like...
Because like cricket legs are almost nothing, bro. It's like a hair follicle.
Legit. So it's like a little bit of... It's like biting into a goldfish. It's like... And then just cheese. You know?
You didn't feel weird? You didn't gag or anything? Like
no, because
your brain didn't recognize that you were eating bugs?
I had eaten a worm before that. So
what the fuck is going on right now, nigga? What the hell's... What?
So the worm thing was a different
fried
time.
Worm?
No. This was just a worm.
Live worm?
Yeah.
You ate a live worm? How old are you? Was it a clean worm or a worm you found on the ground?
They were collected. Like, so this was a birthday party.
How you can just so casually tell me that fucking detail? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? This is at a birthday party. All right, continue. Well, how old?
So this was, I was probably like from 8 to like 14, like around there.
Wait. Okay. So you're at 8. You had an 8-year-old party.
Yeah.
Birthday party.
And the theme was Fear Factor.
The parents themed a kid's birthday party after Fear Factor.
Yeah, like because that was part of the thing.
Was this a white birthday party?
Mixed.
Mixed?
Yeah, white and Asian.
Oh, that's a white birthday party. You didn't. You didn't need to make it.
But
yeah, that's a whole lot of white influence in that party.
But yeah, so it was like, oh, who's gonna touch the worm? Da, 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 da. And then me being me, the ultimate G.
I love that you're flexing right now, and you're about to tell me you ate a worm.
Yeah,
the ultimate G showed up. You Conor McGregor. You walked in, chest out,
bro. But the thing is, I ate the worm and I went straight into like a panic attack.
Wait, are you serious? Yeah, because it felt fucking weird, bro. You ate a fucking worm. Did you slurp it like spaghetti, or like? Or did you just bite it? Did you bite it?
I bit it.
You bit it.
Yeah, it was like in my mouth, and I was like, yeah.
This is what happens when you bring Africans and Caribbeans and like raise them in North America. See, I grew up in the woods, and you grew up eating worms. Like, no Jamaican.
I ate worm.
I ate worm.
I bit worm. I chewed worm.
That is disgusting.
I chewed worm, ate cricket.
Yo, timeline wise, how long until you think this alternate protein thing becomes mainstream?
Bro, I mean, Tim Hortons been pushing Beyond Meat for like 6 years.
I mean, yeah, but you see all the pushback on Beyond Meat.
For now.
What do you mean for now, bro? It's for now. It's been active, bro. Like
no,
people know people are really fucking shitting on this Beyond Meat stuff and realizing how much salt and fucking soy and
but they switch it up.
Processing and all this shit.
Mm-hmm. But they come back with Beyonder Meat. I'm
actually afraid to have you type this one in, and I actually don't. I personally don't need you to because I already did confirm this. But since we're already down this conspiracy rabbit hole, a certain founder and creator of Microsoft, who's buying up all the farmland.
Oh yeah,
he's buying up all the farmland.
Yep.
And he's also pumping Vax.
Mm-hmm.
Same guy.
Yep.
Who's also super invested in all this alternate meat source. Who's super invested in Beyond Meat. Who's also super invested in this shit, this fucking bug protein shit. You think that guy, who also just recently got exposed for having another meeting with a certain suicided trafficking guy?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? A certain guy that founded Microsoft has a second allegation for being with another child trafficker who is allegedly no longer with us on this earth.
Yeah.
This is super conspiracy corner right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. You think that guy is who's working so hard to get the world to eat crickets or to eat alternate meat sources and shit, who's investing in crickets?
Mm-hmm.
You think he's eating crickets?
No.
Like, bruh. I'm just happy a black guy is fucking his daughter.
Yeah.
Win. That's a win. That's a win.
People be hating,
People be hating. Yeah, but you know what though? He's probably cool with it. You know why? Because he's probably in the background. Like, he's probably working with his daughter. Like, they're like extracting his black fucking melon.
Get out.
They're extracting his melanin, bro, while he sleeps.
Bro, they're taking his eyes out.
He sleeps in the fucking in the manor in the fucking Microsoft mansion. But there's all this fucking hidden wireless technology. It's just like nigger detected. It just sucks his black soul out of his body while he's sleeping, and it just puts it in the crickets. It's like, this is where we'll get all we have found the most alternate protein source. Black people.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we can go even deeper.
I don't want this podcast to get flagged. But ladies and gentlemen, I do implore you to just maybe continue going down this rabbit hole if you're interested. This is a comedy podcast, not a conspiracy podcast. So we'll dabble into the conspiracy shit and work it back into comedy.
Back it up.
I don't want to eat crickets, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop trying to get me to eat crickets. Stop trying to manufacture all these crises Stop trying to fucking get me to buy an electric car, you fucking bitch. Just stop it. Telling me, oh, electric cars. Bro, who's mining all this fucking materials for the cars? Talking about it's good for the environment. Yeah, it's good for the environment, but it's bad for these African children's hands that turn into nubs. You fucking cunt. Go drive your fucking car and just be happy with it. Leave me alone. We got one more article for the for Dantes Inferno this week.
Yeah.
All right. Fake. Oh yeah. Okay. I think I sent you this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Fake features. I want to get your take on this shit because obviously ChatGPT, AI, all this shit is taken off.
Yep.
It hasn't entered the comedy space yet publicly. I'm pretty sure it already has privately.
Yeah.
So, I sent Dante this article. Fake features. Is there a way to legally use AI generated vocals in music? And if you haven't heard, all over YouTube, all over social media and shit, there's like AI generated Drake songs, AI generated Jay-Z songs, AI generated whoever songs, Beyonce, and it sounds like the actual artist.
Sounds really good.
Bro. Some of these actually sound lit.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're into these artists, then you'd be like, yo, this is a sick unreleased track.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this as an artist yourself?
Well, okay. As an artist, I like. Okay, so one thing is that it's interesting to be able to hear, like, with the AI, you can do like, oh, make Jay-Z rap a Drake song. So it's like Jay-Z's voice, but it has like Drake lyrics.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting to be able to hear that, right? From like a creative standpoint, just to be able to hear what Jay-Z would sound like as Drake. But then to go and like write a song and be like, this is Drake. Do you get what I'm saying? It's
of course. Like you can't outright say this is the actual artist. You have to, and I think that's where all these, because the record label industry is like, all the record labels are freaking out. Like they're trying to. I think Drake's label got all his lyrics and shit pulled from ChatGPT servers and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they're literally starting to take their files off of the search that these AI are hooked up to.
I thought they're just searching the internet.
That's what I thought too, right?
Yeah. Unless they're searching.
So if you're able to opt out, that's essentially telling the public that you're able to opt out of this shit if you're a big enough entity.
Yeah, if you've got enough.
Exactly. So how does the public get to opt out?
Don't use,
because I'm pretty sure. Well, like, dude, I know what's been happening, bro. Like, we're uploading hours of content to Google of all places, who started this whole fucking transhuman revolution. So like I mentioned this recently on the podcast too, but we'd be naive to think that they're not taking all that audio and building algorithms and building fucking.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the billions of hours of audio that they have of people and video? Fuck the audio.
Yeah, no, Joe Rogan talks about this all the time.
Yeah, bro, they got the video and the audio. Like they can do. At this point, I've already seen some of the freakiest shit, bro. I saw a scene of a movie. It wasn't a real movie. It was like an acted out scene. It was like a pretend scene. So the actor does all this dialogue, and then the video scrubs back, and then it changes her dialogue. Like it completely changes the script.
Yeah.
But like because it's captured her voice and all that shit, it's her speaking. It's in her voice.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't say those words. She just said the script as it was. They changed the script, and then the computer 3D software actually moved the mouth.
Yeah.
So they're able to take real footage and completely rewrite it. So at this point, you know, it's and we're at the tipping point too, bro, publicly.
And this, I think, is a good thing to mention because it's like, you know, we talk about having no idols, right?
Yeah.
Soon, how do you even know if the idols that you see are real people?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, at least, you know, 10 years ago, at least Drake was a real dude.
Who's to say that they were ever real? Ha. Ha.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't need to be ChatGPT before, but we already know all these declassified programs and shit, MK Ultra and all that shit. Like, bro, you can fucking deprogram a human.
Yeah.
It's pretty much been documented at this point that government agencies and all this shit, they have all this knowledge. It's like, now we're just really, because nothing spreads faster than technology, right? So it's like they're taking these techniques that they've developed over, I think personally, that they've developed over eons. And now they're just like fuel injecting it with technology and getting it out to the masses. And then it just spreads, like it catches like a fucking meme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like now it's the latest trend in Chat GPT. It's like, bro, it's just a matter of time before I see one of my fucking clips online and it's not a joke I ever wrote or performed.
Yeah. So is that kind of like what they're talking about here? Like, because his label's worried that they're just going to start doing like AI Jay-Z feature.
Correct. And legally, I think they can't actually legally do anything about it because it's completely generated content.
Yeah.
And it's not
like
copied from anything.
If I were like a rapper,
I think we're going to have to start copywriting voices or something, you know what I mean? Or trademarking voices.
Can you trademark your own voice?
Well,
like, I think
legally it's just your voice, no?
Well, I know like because a lot of these celebrities, they sell their likeness.
Correct.
Right? So isn't that what Bruce Willis did? He like sold his likeness, so they if they ever need to use him in a movie or use his voice, they have it.
That's odd. Huh. Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the continuation of the Tower of Babel, bro. We're getting closer to the sky, and eventually someone's just gonna fucking smush us down with their thumb. And it'll be me. And it'll be you, and it'll be other people out there.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't know what the hell I mean by that are the ones that are gonna get smushed. Unfortunately, it's just how it goes, bro. I'm not even so naive to think that I might not get smushed, but I'm I recognize and acknowledge a lot of the stuff that most people don't, and that's just by happenstance, bro. I'm very blessed with culture.
Yeah,
I'm very blessed to. I've been saying this a lot on stage, bro, but I'm not Irish, so like my lineage isn't potatoes, bro. Like Europeans. It stops at some point, but like for me as an African, it literally goes back to them now confirming. It's like, well, the oldest fossilized records are this Lucy fossil in Ethiopia. Well, it's like, nigga, I'm Ethiopian, so what are you telling me? I don't need to look in European books for my history. But that's I think a nice place to wrap it. What a fucking solid episode. You got a lot of stuff. This is a nice clean episode, you know? Not a lot of crazy laughs. Like last week was fucking bonkers. This week, good. Middle of the road. Very middle path. Don't forget your camera again, please. Cause look at the little
yeah, that was
people miss out on these little interactions. Now it's just me talking to a corner. But I promise you, it's been a fun, enjoyable experience with my guy Dante in the studio. I hope it's been for you too. This has been Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 15. Dante, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at person1prod, PERSON, the number 1 PROD.
Excellent. And I am AKA Black Zeus on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm not on TikTok. Sorry. YouTube. I love you all. Obviously, I say this week in, week out, but I really do love you all. To all the new people, God bless. You guys are the shit. Thank you for jumping on board. Man, me and Dante got a lot of fun shit like just around the corner for you guys. I will confirm my comedy special is done. Finito. It's been production hell, but it got to a very good place. I'm very happy with it. So I will be releasing my debut comedy special this year. Probably not this summer. I'm going to let the summer ride out because it's nice and hot. And I don't want to encourage people to be sitting in front of a screen all summer. Go outside, fucking live your life, have an adventure. And then maybe in the fall time when it's getting a little brisk, we'll all get indoors and watch the debut together. But until then, we got a lot of shit coming for you. So I'm very excited. Thank you for being a part of it. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Interact. We'll interact back with you. It's all love. But until next time, I've been Black Zeus. Peace, peace.